Hi, this is Wilfred Ling, and in today's video I want to talk about stock investment. Now, in the previous video I talked about using 4 simple criteria to select stocks and then just do a buy and hold strategy. So to help you to recap, the 4 criteria that I was demonstrating just for experiment purpose is shown in the first chart in this screen right now. The criteria are gross profit margin, operating margin, return on capital employed, and as well as interest coverage ratio. So based on these 4 criteria, if you're invested in stocks that meets this criteria in 2008, you have actually surpassed and outperformed the S&P 500 hands down. So there were 40 of such stocks in 2008. Now the issue that I talk about in the previous video is that these 40 stocks will have been reduced to 20 stocks because many of the stocks in the initial portfolio would have been acquired and delisted. Okay, so the challenge of buy and hold strategy is you end up with a concentrated portfolio of stocks, and this is not ideal. Okay, you wouldn't want to put your eggs into just a few stocks. So I did some modification, and just for fun I introduced another criteria, which is to do a rebalancing. So instead of buy and hold, you rebalance every year, and the purpose of rebalancing is to find stocks that meet the same criteria and then rebalance them into the equal weightage. So if you do this annual exercise, in the second chart you're seeing on the screen right now, the performance again, not only is it positive, but it actually outperformed the S&P 500 hands down. Now you will notice that actually whether you rebalance or you just buy and hold, it produces the same return. Now if it's produced the same return, then you may ask, does it really make sense to rebalance because it's so troublesome to rebalance, right? Yes, the rebalancing does produce benefits because you do not end up in a concentrated portfolio. Okay, as on the 2022, there were 38 stocks that actually meet the criteria. So should you use this method of rebalance every year and expect very good results? The answer is no. Right? In practice, it's very hard to implement this method because nobody rebalances every year. Okay, especially for stocks, right? How are you going to rebalance your stocks into equal weightage and introduce new stocks that meet the criteria and exclude stocks that don't meet the criteria? So practical wise, it's not feasible. Number 2 is that not everyone has a tool to do the filtering and find such company. Okay. Number 3 is that there is no criteria in relation to the qualitative aspect of the companies that you are investing in. Meaning that the subjective aspect of the companies are not included in the selection of stocks. So this will mean that you could end up investing in stocks that are actually in a sunset industry. Let me give you an example, like the mass media, the press, right? We know that companies that is in the physical content creation by physically printing newspaper, right? Is actually these companies are in a sunset industry, right? Because everything is now going digital. So if you have such a company in a portfolio, you could easily avoid investing in it. Similarly, if you know of companies that is in the sunrise industry, you tend to favor them. Right? So the lack of qualitative aspect in the stock selection is problematic. Right? Well, so this is me sharing a short video on the sharing on stock investing. As a financial practitioner, I'm always looking for. I'm always in the practice of helping clients to increase their rate of return so that they can retire early. So stock investing is my passion. So that's all for now, and if you need more information and you want to know more, click on the link below. Bye.